Peace, y'all. What it do? LASHEIM the guard. Keep low. We in full effect. I ain't got none of my watches on today, but yo, keep low. We in full effect. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. You feel me? Dig me? But yo, check it out. Today, I just wanted to get into this video about women who have good baby fathers and don't let that man see his children for whatever reason you got in your mind. You feel me? Dig me? Whatever reason you got in your mind not to let that man see the kids. If it's, let me pull over for a minute. If it's not him abusing the kids physically by beating them or misusing his kids in some way or molesting his kids, and he's a pretty good dad, even though you and him don't see eye to eye, I just feel you should let that man see his seeds, you know what I mean? Because, and I'm not blaming all women, but a lot of women, this goes out to y'all like, y'all be doing mischievous shit, you know what I mean? Like, all right, you and that man not getting along no more. Okay, you're not getting along, but it's his children as well as your children. You understand what I'm saying? And then a lot of women, so I think you should let him see the children, but a lot of women go beyond the point of just not letting the guy see the children. They be doing some other wicked shit, like telling the kid on the kid's birthday, look, your father didn't even bring you nothing. He don't love you, da-da-da-da-da. And look, the father probably don't even know where the kid's at. He probably hiding the kids from the father or doing some other crazy malicious shit. And I just think that's mad fucked up. And let me just say one thing about the family court system. If you try to go to family court to try to get your children, they take the fathers through mad shit. And 90% of judges in family court think that if the father and mother separated, the kids should stay with the mother, especially if they're already with the mother. They don't want to take them out of what they call in a safe environment. And half the time it don't even be like that. And then they taking the niggas to court, you know, for child support and all kind of sucker shit. And then they not even letting the dudes see the babies. I think that's kind of messed up. Now, on another note, if you really love your children, no matter what you and the father's differences is, the average woman who got some goodness in her is going to want that man to be a part of the children's life. I said, except motherfuckers who's molesting their kids and except motherfuckers who's abusing their kid. But excluding that, even if this nigga don't got a lot of money, and that's not the case in most senses, but even if he don't got a lot of money, maybe he got a lot of love to give to the child. And if you really love your child as a mother, I don't think you should deprive your child of seeing his biological father. And I don't think you should deprive the father of seeing the child or the children. I think that's really messed up. But I want y'all to get in the comments and vibe out with me on this, because there's a lot of brothers and sisters going through a whole bunch of shit in family court. And you remember, them devils don't care about you and your family, man. You got to care about you and your family first. And I'm talking to the mothers out there, because most of the mothers, and this is no disrespect to the good mothers, but most of the mothers have custody of the seeds. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they have the children in their custody, and then they just get on some bullshit like, oh, you fucking with her? You're never going to see your kids again. And some of them be living that shit out. And I think that's stupid. I think that in another sense, this goes out to the guys. I think if you and your baby mother didn't work out the situation and you want to see your kids or whatever, then don't go over there beefing with her new nigga. That's some new cock she got in her life. And that shit evidently is keeping her happy. And I know she probably was happy with you at the time, but now she used to son. So don't get all mad at son because he cocking your baby mother out. Because that shit ain't about nothing. You feel me? Dig me? He ain't getting nothing you ain't never have. You know what I mean? So just look at it that way. Or don't even look at it like that. Look at what you getting now and what you about to get now. And just seeing your children and being a good father and, you know, just sharing the responsibility of being a father. Because a lot of good dads, I'm getting dry because I got to make some moves, but a lot of dads out there, they be trying to be good dads to their babies, but the women be getting in between that shit. And yo, this goes out to all y'all women out there doing that. Y'all know y'all guilty of this shit. But oh, we don't need you. I'll be his mother and father. You can't do that. Biologically, you cannot be his mother and his father, or the child's mother and father. So that shit can't happen. You can say, oh, I'm his father on Father's Day, but that shit is stupid. And that's only an immature woman. Like I said, a mature woman that really cares about the health and welfare of her children mentally as well as physically, those women there, they're gonna say, I want the father to be in the child's life, because they know that if the father is in the child's life, it's gonna be more productivity within the child than if the child wasn't in the father's, the father wasn't in the child's lives. You understand what I'm saying? And I just think that it's inappropriate for women to try to keep good men away from their children when they really don't have to. Like I said, and I want to reiterate, if things ain't working out between you and the father, you go your way and he go his way. That's just maturity. Things didn't work out. But I think y'all have to be amicable, meaning getting together to work in conjunction for the best benefit of the children. And to all those women, like I said, that's telling their children, your father don't care about you, when he's really trying to see the babies and y'all blocking him from seeing the babies, that's foul ball. If he's not molesting the children or being abusive to the children mentally and physically, then that's foul ball on your part. But I want y'all to get in the comments and tell me what y'all think about it, because I think this is a topic that was good for me to touch on, because there's a lot of dudes out there, and I'm in the streets, so there's a lot of dudes out there who I'm like, yo, son, what up? And he's like, yo, would you come from seeing your seeds? No, my baby mother acting crazy, she ain't letting me see the kids or whatever. And I think that's just foul ball, because if you want your children to be very productive in this world and amplify their productivity, then they need to be touched by the masculine traits of the father, and they need to be touched by the feminine traits of the women, dealing with the testosterone within the men that gives you masculine traits, and the estrogen within the women, which gives you feminine traits. Because your children gotta have balance. You understand what I'm saying? It's all about balance in life. So it can't just be, oh, the father just raising the children. Now, in a situation where your baby mother or your children's father passed away, that's something different, because that's a situation that's being forced on you because of due to circumstances. But if your baby father's around and he doing this thing, and especially if he's building, let that man see them kids, because in the end of the day, you could try to hide shit from the children and tell the children your perspective. I mean, the women, you telling the children your perspective, which is a false perspective. You're telling the children your father ain't no good, he don't care about you, when you know in your heart that's not true. That's just because of some resentment that you had laying dormant within inside yourself, or some resentment towards the father that you had built up for him, and you just taking out your own resentment towards the father, but you're hurting your children, and that situation is being detrimental to your children. You feel me? Dig me? So, like I said, my name is LASHEIM the God. I got a channel called Keep Low. I do videos on street legends. I drop knowledge that help you elevate your life, and I drop knowledge for the gods, the earths, and the babies. So tap in with the God, LASHEIM Allah, and just rock out with the channel Keep Low. I appreciate y'all. Yo, like and share my videos. And stay tuned for my membership program that I got coming up, where I'm going to teach people financial things, how to get their finances in order. I'm going to teach them how to live out your supreme mathematics constructively. And I'm going to teach you a lot of knowledge that's going to be beneficial to your life. So just tap in with the God. Remember, Keep Low's the channel. I love you all. I want y'all to stay focused like I always tell you. And just stay sucker free and stay focused. LASHEIM the God. I'm gone. Peace.